When selecting a telescope for astronomy, aperture is actually the most important feature you want to consider. Now, aperture is a fancy word for the light gathering ability of your telescope. How much light it can soak up, how big your lens or your mirror may be in this case. The light gathering ability of the telescope is important because that's what makes those distant objects seem a bit brighter, those dim fuzzies that we look for. It's, you see further back in time, if you will, with a larger aperture telescope. The magnification that you'll get with your telescope will also depend on the aperture here. But typically seeing conditions permit that we use right about 100 magnification or so, kind of a sweet spot for astronomy. And I say that though, even though a big scope like this is capable of much more magnification than the little guy I've got right here, typically my seeing conditions outside don't allow me to do more than about, I'm going to say 120, 150 magnification with any of the instruments that I have here. And one of the reasons is at our location here in Anacortes, we're at sea level. We've got 10,000 feet of atmosphere to focus through. So as I increase the magnification, I'm increasing everything I'm looking through as well. Plus the jet stream is above us. So no matter if I take out the bigger scopes you've seen here earlier, or one of these little guys here, maybe the 8 or the 10, I'm going to say about 120 magnification. It's going to be about the high end, and I'll probably settle in right about 80 magnification or so. As a rule of thumb, these telescopes will give you 50 magnification per inch of aperture, but you really need ideal conditions to do that kind of magnification. Well, these little guys here are ideal for lunar and planetary viewing if you want to see deep sky objects, objects that are further out in our Milky Way galaxy or even beyond the galaxy. A Dobsonian such as this of 6 inches of aperture or greater is an ideal place to get started. You'll see supernova, you'll see globular clusters. The open clusters are beautiful through such a telescope. And you really need at least 6 inches, I feel, to start bringing in the deep sky objects. We'll qualify that a little bit later by talking about your seeing conditions and what kind of area you view in. But typically, a 6-inch Dobsonian, 8-inch Dobsonian, very cost-effective and very good for pulling in deep sky objects and still portable and easy to take in and out as well.